Hello, my beautiful friends. I am so excited to get started with the sound of the astrological signs through the moon. So, we are going to talk about the sound of the signs through the moon. And today we're going to start with Leo. We're starting with Leo. That is where my moon is. But before we begin, I want to talk really quickly about the different houses because this does make a difference and it is going to be where you will probably first experience the sound, like the true sound and frequency of your voice in will be in that specific house, like this, the true sound of your sign in that house. So my Leo is in the second house of values and valuables. So really, I will hear it most when I talk about those things. And I notice that when I talk about feeling valued and connecting to feeling valued, my voice becomes really, really expressive, which is what Leo is so much about. Leo is so much about expression and self-expression and showing up and shining. And so as I speak from these places about these things, my voice will become bigger. And I don't mean like tone or volume, not volume. I mean the strength that it carries, the impact that it has becomes really big, and it's like a lights shining, right? But not at me, at my voice, at the sound. So this is the most amazing thing about our voices and the power that they have, right? So we have the words that we use. We have the words that we use right here. And then we have the power or the frequency of our voice. And that kind of creates this big push. So when we are in alignment with our words and with our sound, like we have created that alignment, then it creates this really big drive. And that's when we have the biggest impact with our voice. Words matter, like I said in the other video. Words matter, but the energy with which we speak them, the vibration, the frequency with which we speak them makes a huge difference on the impact that they have on the people around us. Of course, the people that we are speaking to also have a responsibility for the way that they are hearing our words, right? But we can only control how we are saying them. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this, the sound of this, because it's so interesting. How do you describe sound with words? And how do you distinguish the difference? So I was looking at, I want to take this for an example. Because Leo is a fire and so is Aries, but Aries shows up completely different. And Aries is a very dynamic sound. It's a very dynamic frequency, but it shows up completely different than the expressive frequency. The expressive frequency has like a lot of ups and downs. We're dynamic, and I will go into this one in the Aries video, but the dynamic is just like a driver, a huge driver. And so you will hear that sound. So if you hear someone and they're like this and they are speaking from their true voice, their true moon voice, then they're going to be really expressive. I have noticed that when I speak for a crowd, like in person or at on a live Zoom event in a crowd, it is easy for me to amp the energy in the crowd up, and it's easy for me to get people talking. So they have heightened emotions about whatever it is that we're speaking about, right? So they tap into where they're at with that, and then it elevates, and then they really start communicating that. And that is because my moon is in Leo, and it's really exciting to experience your voice in this way. So you can take a look, for my Leos, you can take a look at the house that your moon is in, and that'll probably be the very first place that you are going to hear the true sound of your voice when you have, like, as so long as you're in alignment with all of that. So I do want to say this too, really quickly. We are each our own individual person, and it's fabulous. And our charts are so complex. So when I could hear two Leos and experience the sound of their voice, the frequency of their voice completely differently. And that's because there's a range, right? So like looking at my astrology basics list of Leo, I have a list of attributes about a Leo. About that specific sign, and certain people are going to embody a specific attribute more than all of the other attributes on that sign, but you're going to and so you have that list, right? But in general, this is kind of like how a Leo is going to be heard, and how their voice is going to be experienced. It's going to be very expressive. It's going to be very big. Like when they feel comfortable, it's going to be very big, and there's going to be no mistaking their voice. It'll be very playful and optimistic. And so what are all of those? Those are all really, really light sounds, like playful and optimistic. So I'm not talking about the words necessarily that they're using. I'm talking about the feeling that they are evoking in you when they speak to you. Just when they very first start talking. So it's really, really exciting to experience a Leo in this way and when they're in their true sound. Okay, let me see if there is anything else that I wanted to share about a Leo. I think just being really aware that as a Leo, if you are one of my Leo watchers, that your voice doesn't necessarily have to show up like this. And it doesn't have to sound like the pitch and everything does not sound like mine. It just means that it's carrying the energy and the impact of that sound, and you will have your very specific thing. And there are a lot of things at play. So if you're not experiencing the sound of your voice in all places like this, that is because there are some things blocking you from being able to hear and express your moon sign. Okay. I think that's it for today. I'm really excited to continue to do these videos. I'm going to do Aries next. Aries is absolutely incredible. It's another fire sign. So it's another really strong voice. Okay, make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so that you will get notified of the next video about the sound of the moon in the sign of Aries. Please comment below and let me know, are you a Leo? Where's your moon? What house is it in? If you're a Leo, tell me what house it's in. Tell me how you are experiencing the sound of Leo in your life. Okay, I love you. Bye.